Dear friend, since we were young, we were taught that fruit is nature's sweetest gift. We eat fruit believing it's always good for our health, rich in vitamins, packed with antioxidants, and completely safe. But have you ever stopped to wonder, is every fruit truly good for everyone, especially once we turn 60? The truth is, as we get older, our bodies change in ways that most people don't notice. Metabolism slows down, digestion becomes more sensitive, and the way our body processes sugar becomes less efficient. This leads to a reality that few people talk about. Not all fruits are ideal for older adults. Some fruits, while harmless for the young, can actually become hidden risks for people over 60. They can disrupt blood sugar, increase inflammation in the joints, interfere with medications, and even affect heart health. We need to be aware, not to be afraid, but to better understand what our body truly needs. The good news is, nature doesn't only bring risks, it also generously provides us with powerful fruits that can reduce inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, boost memory, and improve overall quality of life in a natural, safe way. You don't have to eliminate fruit from your daily meals, but you should choose more carefully. Sometimes just a few small changes can create a big difference. On this journey, I'll share with you 4 fruits that people over 60 should avoid, and 4 fruits that you should add to your diet starting today. Based on over 20 years of nutritional research and working closely with thousands of older adults across America, I hope you'll feel more confident and empowered, because good health is not luck. It's the result of smart choices made every single day. If you're looking for ways to feel better, stay independent longer, and truly enjoy your later years, then this message is for you. Before we begin, if you're listening through video or podcast, feel free to hit the follow or subscribe button. Leave a comment or share your thoughts after reading. I'd love to know what's motivating you to care more about your health. Let's begin this journey together. A journey to understand what's really happening inside our bodies, and to make every bite of fruit, not just food, but a true gift for a healthy, sharp, and joyful life in your golden years. For dangerous fruits older adults should avoid. 1. Grapefruit, the silent enemy of prescription medications. Grapefruit is a fruit with an appealing look and a refreshing, tangy flavor. Many people love it, believing it supports heart health and helps with weight loss. But there's one thing most older adults are not adequately warned about. Grapefruit can seriously interact with many common prescription medications. This is especially true for those taking drugs for blood pressure, cholesterol, anxiety, or depression. The reason lies in a natural compound found in grapefruit that blocks the function of a key liver enzyme called CYP3A4. This enzyme plays a vital role in breaking down and eliminating medications from the body. When the enzyme is inhibited, drug levels in your bloodstream can rise above safe limits. It's like a dam being blocked. Water builds up and eventually spills over. When your body can't clear the medication properly, the risk of dangerous side effects increases sharply. Some potential consequences include irregular heart rhythms, which can be life-threatening, acute liver failure, excessive sedation from anti-anxiety drugs, severe bleeding when taking blood thinners. The problem is, many people simply don't know this. They eat grapefruit in the morning and then take their medication, not realizing that those two actions might be connected. But the body does recognize the interaction. Some people only discover the issue after facing complications, sometimes serious enough to require hospitalization. That's unfortunate because it's a risk that can be easily avoided. This doesn't mean grapefruit is a bad fruit, but for people taking prescription drugs, which includes more than 70% of adults over age 65 in the US, grapefruit becomes a food that requires extreme caution. Even a single glass of grapefruit juice each day can interfere with the medications you rely on to stay healthy. And some bottled juices contain even more concentrated grapefruit extract, which multiplies the risk several times over. So if you're an older adult currently taking prescription medications, avoiding grapefruit isn't about missing out. It's about being cautious. It's a way to protect your heart, your liver, and the delicate balance inside your body. And more importantly, it's how you take charge of your health through awareness and the wisdom of experience. 2. Cherries sweet but risky. Cherries often carry the beautiful image of summer. Small, bright red, and sweet like a gentle promise. For many, just seeing a bowl of cherries brings back memories of picnics, family gatherings, or the simple joys of youth. But for those over 60, things are no longer as simple as they used to be. Your body reacts differently now, and cherries, though they seem harmless, can quietly add stress to your health. The first thing to know is that cherries contain a significant amount of natural sugar. 1 cup of sweet cherries holds nearly 20 grams of sugar. For younger people with active metabolisms, this might not be a concern. But for older adults, especially those with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, that sugar becomes a serious issue. When sugar enters the bloodstream quickly, it can cause a sudden spike in blood glucose levels. This doesn't just leave you feeling tired, dizzy, or sluggish. Over time, it can damage your kidneys, your heart, and your nervous system. Cherries aren't just sweet, they're also acidic. For those dealing with joint problems such as arthritis or joint degeneration, this acidity can make inflammation worse. That stiffness in the knees in the morning, the tightness in your wrists, or the dull pain in your lower back might intensify without you realizing the culprit could be in your fruit bowl. Many people believe fresh cherries are fine, and only processed versions are harmful. But here's the truth. Processed cherry products like juice, dried fruit, or syrups usually contain concentrated sugar levels far beyond that of fresh fruit. No fiber, no natural water content, just quick absorbing sugar. Even a few spoonfuls can disrupt your blood sugar balance for the rest of the afternoon. And the most dangerous part is the false sense of safety. Cherries look natural. They seem healthy. They're not cake. They're not soda. But that trust can lead us to overlook their impact. A few cherries each day? That's usually fine. But a full bowl or a few glasses of juice, consumed daily, that's a burden for your pancreas, your inflamed joints, and for the quality of sleep that may already be fragile. Yes, cherries do contain antioxidants, but those benefits only come into play when consumed in moderation. And it's easy to cross that line in just one sitting. For older adults, every food choice should be part of a long-term health strategy. Sweet doesn't always mean safe, and what was once a favorite treat might need to be reconsidered. As your body enters a new stage of life, cherries aren't bad. They just need to be used wisely in the right amount and at the right time. Because at this age, nothing matters more than balance. In your blood sugar, in your joints, and in the quiet stability inside your body. 3. Bananas. Too much potassium can be dangerous for your heart. Bananas have long been seen as a symbol of healthy eating. They're easy to eat, easy to digest, convenient, and full of nutrients. Many people believe that eating bananas every day helps prevent cramps, boosts energy, and supports heart and digestive health. And that might be true when you're young. But as we get older, our bodies no longer work the same way. What once was helpful can slowly become harmful. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral that's essential for heart, muscle, and nerve function. However, when the body can't eliminate potassium as efficiently as it used to, Eating too many bananas can lead to serious risks. This is especially true for people with kidney or heart problems, or those taking medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics. The kidneys act as the body's natural filters. They help remove excess substances, including potassium. But over time, kidney function tends to decline. So if you eat too many bananas while your kidneys can't clear out the extra potassium, it starts to build up in the blood. This condition is called hyperkalemia, high blood potassium. When potassium levels get too high, your nervous system and heart can be affected. You might feel an unusually rapid heartbeat, dizziness, tingling or weakness in your arms and legs. In severe cases, it can even lead to cardiac arrest if not treated in time. A few bananas per week may be perfectly fine. But for older adults, the habit of eating 1 or 2 bananas daily for weeks on end is something that needs to be reconsidered. Because it's not just bananas, other foods like potatoes, oranges, and tomatoes also contain potassium. When combined, your daily intake of potassium can easily go beyond safe levels. What's especially concerning is that high potassium levels often go unnoticed at first. It happens silently. You might feel a bit tired, have trouble sleeping, or experience mild muscle aches. But inside, your heart rhythm may already be off balance. Even more dangerous is the fact that most people don't suspect bananas. They're just too familiar, too healthy. But the truth is, just because a food is healthy doesn't mean it's right for everyone, especially as we age. At this stage of life, even the smallest imbalances can have big consequences. The smartest thing you can do is know your limits. Understand that nutrition must be personalized. A banana might be perfect fuel for a young person running a marathon. But for someone with high blood pressure and reduced kidney function, it might trigger a dangerously irregular heartbeat. Choosing what to eat at this age is no longer just about what tastes good or seems nutritious. It's about knowledge, awareness, and respect for the body that has carried you through decades. And bananas, even though they symbolize health, must be seen in the context of your individual condition. Because sometimes, danger doesn't come from the unknown. It comes from the things we think we know best. 4. Dried fruit, a hidden sugar bomb in disguise. Dried fruit is often marketed as a healthy and convenient option. It's compact, easy to carry, and doesn't need refrigeration. You'll find it in trail mix bags, sprinkled on oatmeal, or offered in waiting rooms as a smart snack. Raisins, dried apricots, dates, dried cranberries, they all look natural and nutritious. But behind that wrinkled skin lies a truth many older adults don't realize. They are hidden sugar bombs. When fruit is dried, most of its natural water content, which makes up the bulk of fresh fruit, is removed. What remains is concentrated fruit flesh, with the same amount of sugar as before. That means just one small handful of dried fruit can be equal to eating an entire bunch of grapes, a full plate of apricots, or 3 to 4 whole dates all in just a few bites. There's not enough fiber left to slow absorption. There's no water to help you feel full. Only concentrated sugar rushing straight into your bloodstream. And that's the problem. For older adults, blood sugar levels need careful management. Each sudden spike in blood sugar can stress the heart, damage blood vessels, and worsen chronic inflammation. Worse still, many dried fruits on the market are coated with added sugar or artificial sweeteners, especially dried cranberries, which are often sweetened to mask their natural tartness. On top of that, some products contain preservatives like sulfur dioxide, which can irritate your digestive tract, trigger migraines, or cause breathing issues in people with asthma. Many older adults snack on dried fruit at night, thinking it's a gentle dessert. But then they struggle to fall asleep, feel bloated, or notice a racing heartbeat without knowing why. The biggest danger is the false sense of safety, because it looks like fruit. It's not candy. It's not a cookie. so it slips past your internal alarm and gets accepted as a health food. But in reality, with its high sugar content and lack of natural balancing elements, dried fruit is not an ideal snack for anyone over 60, especially if you're managing diabetes, high blood pressure, or digestive sensitivity. You don't have to give it up completely, but if you do eat it, keep the portion very small. And always choose options with no added sugar, no preservatives, and use them only as part of a balanced, controlled meal. A habit that seems healthy, like eating a few handfuls of dried fruit each day, can quietly become a burden on your body. Blood sugar fluctuates, the heart works harder, your sleep becomes disturbed, and you feel tired without knowing why. That's the hidden cost of a choice that only seems healthy. So in your journey to stay healthy in your later years, the goal is not just to eat fruit. It's to understand which fruits are truly right for you. And dried fruit, sweet and convenient as it may be, is sometimes the one that needs the clearest limits. For fruits to eat, protecting your health as you age. 1. Blueberries boost memory, protect the brain. In the colorful world of fruits, blueberries don't usually steal the spotlight. They don't have a shiny peel. They're not as sugary as grapes or as vibrant as strawberries. But don't let their modest appearance fool you. Blueberries are one of the most valuable fruits for brain health, especially for older adults. As we enter our 60s and beyond, memory starts to decline naturally. You might forget the name of an old friend, or walk into a room and suddenly forget why you went there. This isn't something to be embarrassed about. It's a normal part of the brain's aging process. Still, you can support your brain with smart food choices. And blueberries are one of those choices. This tiny fruit contains a compound called anthocyanin, the pigment that gives blueberries their deep blue-purple color. Anthocyanin isn't just for color. It's a powerful antioxidant that can cross the blood-brain barrier. Once in the brain, it helps reduce inflammation, protects neurons from damage, and supports communication between brain cells. Many studies have shown that regular blueberry consumption can improve short-term memory, boost concentration, and even slow down cognitive decline. This is especially important for those with a family history of Alzheimer's or dementia. But the benefits of blueberries go beyond memory. They also support healthy blood pressure and cardiovascular function. By improving blood vessel flexibility and reducing systemic inflammation,
Blueberry enhance circulation.
which is essential for delivering oxygen to the brain. They also have a low glycemic index, making them a great option for older adults with diabetes, or those looking to manage blood sugar levels. Just half a cup of blueberries a day can bring meaningful improvements. You can mix them into your morning oatmeal, blend them into unsweetened yogurt, or simply enjoy them as a mid-morning snack. Their gentle tartness stimulates your taste buds and feels soothing to the stomach. More importantly, it feels like you're nurturing your own memory and mental clarity in a gentle, loving, and natural way. At this age, staying mentally sharp is priceless. It's being able to remember your grandchildren's names. It's having the alertness to drive, to cook, and to manage your own life. Blueberries are not a miracle cure, but they are a small habit that can make a big difference. And in the journey of caring for your brain as you age, not everything has to come from medicine. Sometimes just a handful of blueberries, simple, tender, and elegant, can be a gift to your memory. 2. Apples protecting your heart and supporting digestion. There's an old saying we've all heard at some point: an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It might sound simple, maybe even a bit exaggerated, but behind that saying lies a nutritional truth backed by science, especially relevant for those over 60. At this stage in life, heart health and digestive function become two of the most important areas to care for. And apples, a common, easy to find, easy to eat fruit, can deliver benefits that go far beyond expectations. First, let's talk about the soluble fiber found in apples, especially pectin. Pectin binds with cholesterol in the intestines and helps remove it from the body before it enters the bloodstream. The result is a natural reduction in LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol that clogs arteries.
No pills.
No side effects, just one humble fruit. In addition, the fiber in apples helps regulate blood sugar levels. That's especially helpful for older adults managing type 2 diabetes, or those in the pre-diabetic stage. Fiber slows down the digestion and absorption of sugars, helping prevent sudden spikes in blood glucose after meals. But apples aren't just good for your heart and blood sugar. They also support healthy digestion. Older adults often deal with constipation or sluggish digestion due to a slowdown in bowel movement activity. The fiber in apples helps soften stools, increase bulk, and gently stimulate regular bowel movements, reducing bloating and discomfort. Apple peels are also packed with antioxidants like quercetin and flavonoids, compounds that fight inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and boost immune function. This is especially important for seniors, as the body becomes more vulnerable to external threats with age. What makes apples even more valuable is that, unlike many other fruits that may be overly sweet or hard to digest, apples are mild, gentle on the stomach, and versatile. You can enjoy them raw, sliced with almond butter, tossed into a salad, or cooked gently with a touch of cinnamon for a warm, comforting dessert. There's also an emotional layer to apples. They bring back memories of simplicity and comfort. Crisp fall mornings, a mother's hand peeling apples, that first crisp bite of a chilled apple. In the later years of life, those memories become a kind of emotional nourishment. And just like the fruit itself, apples don't seek attention. They quietly support your heart. They help your digestion flow more smoothly, and they bring comfort both physically and emotionally. A modest fruit that gently lifts your quality of life in the most unassuming way. Sometimes, the solution to better health doesn't come from anything new or expensive. It might just come from an apple, crisp, mildly sweet, and full of kindness, waiting quietly on your table each day. 3. Avocado, healthy fats that nourish the body. In the world of fruit, the avocado is a unique case. It's not sweet, not crunchy, and not juicy like most other fruits. But for those over 60, the avocado is one of the most valuable nutritional companions. It doesn't draw attention, it doesn't make noise, yet it quietly supports your body in ways few fruits can. What makes avocado stand out is its rich source of healthy fats, specifically monounsaturated fats. This type of fat has been shown to support heart health. It helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, raises HDL cholesterol, the good kind, and in turn reduces the risk of atherosclerosis, a leading cause of heart attacks and strokes in older adults. Avocados also help reduce inflammation throughout the body. This is especially important for those living with arthritis, joint pain, or chronic inflammatory conditions. The healthy fats in avocados not only benefit the heart, they also nourish the brain. Our brains are largely made of fat. When you get enough of the right fats, your memory, focus, and thinking stay sharper for longer. Avocados contain lutein, a powerful antioxidant that protects brain cells from oxidative stress. Lutein also supports eye health, slowing the progression of macular degeneration, a common issue as we age. But there's more. Avocados are a great source of vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a key role in maintaining strong bones. It helps improve bone density and lowers the risk of fractures, a serious concern for seniors as bones naturally weaken over time. In addition, avocados offer folate, which supports heart health, potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, and vitamin E, which nourishes the skin and helps fight aging. One of the best things about avocados is how easy they are to use. You can spread avocado on whole grain toast for a gentle breakfast. Add a few slices to your salad for creaminess without heavy dressings. Or simply pair it with boiled eggs, steamed greens, or mix it with a little lemon juice and sea salt. Avocados don't just feed the body. They offer a calming, enjoyable eating experience. They're smooth in texture, mild in taste, and importantly, they don't leave you feeling bloated or uncomfortable. Something older adults often worry about. A ripe avocado at lunchtime might be all you need for a nourishing, light meal. No fuss, no pressure, no artificial ingredients. Just a return to something simple. A fruit that cares for your joints, your heart, your memory, your skin, and your vision. A fruit that's quiet but steady. Just like the journey of being a parent, a grandparent, or a lifelong caregiver. With all that it offers, avocado is more than just food. It's a gentle way to say, you love your body, every single day. 4. Papaya, a gentle aid for digestion and inflammation. When it comes to tropical fruits, papaya may not grab your attention at first glance. Its flesh is soft and orange. Its flavor is mildly sweet, with a hint of floral aroma. And it carries a simple, unassuming appearance. But don't let that simplicity fool you. Especially if you're over 60, papaya offers powerful benefits for digestion and inflammation. As we age, many of us begin to feel subtle but frustrating changes inside our bodies. Digestion slows down. You feel bloated after meals. You may experience frequent heartburn or constipation. This happens because the stomach produces less acid, the intestines move more slowly, and nutrient absorption is not as efficient as it used to be. That's where papaya becomes a gentle but effective ally. Papaya contains papain, a natural digestive enzyme that helps break down protein in your food. Thanks to papain, papaya supports the stomach in processing meals more easily, reducing the feeling of heaviness or indigestion after protein-rich dishes. Unlike over-the-counter digestive aids that can lead to dependency or irritation, papain works gently with no side effects and can be safely included as part of your regular diet. Beyond digestion, papaya also shines in its ability to fight inflammation. It's packed with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that boosts immunity, lowers the risk of infections, and helps repair damaged cells. Papaya also provides vitamin A, which supports healthy skin, mucous membranes, and vision, and vitamin E, which protects cells from free radicals and slows aging. The combination of these three vitamins creates a natural shield for older adults, who often face ongoing low-grade inflammation in the body. If you live with arthritis, heart disease, or autoimmune conditions, papaya can help ease symptoms without relying on strong anti-inflammatory medications. Even better, papaya soothes the intestines and helps relieve constipation, a common issue in seniors due to reduced movement and lower fluid intake. A small serving of ripe papaya each day can keep your bowels regular, ease pressure in the colon, and reduce discomfort after meals. You can enjoy fresh papaya in the morning, blend it into smoothies, or have it as a light dessert after dinner. No cooking needed.
No complicated prep.
Just slice and eat when it's perfectly ripe. Its soft texture and gentle sweetness make it a perfect choice for those with weak teeth or trouble swallowing. But perhaps the most special thing about papaya is the sense of safety and calm it brings. It's more than a fruit. It's a symbol of gentle care, a quiet way your body feels loved from the inside. As we grow older, life moves slower, and we become more delicate. But a slice of ripe papaya, simple and natural, can be the first step toward restoring balance, comfort, and peace within your digestive system and your entire body. Conclusion: small choices create big changes in senior health. As we enter our 60s, the body starts sending clearer signals. We're not as agile as we used to be. Digestion doesn't work as smoothly as it once did. And every small mistake in our diet can have bigger consequences than before. But this stage of life also offers a unique opportunity to care for ourselves in a deeper, more intentional way. No more eating out of habit. No more chasing immediate cravings. Now it's about choosing each food with understanding and genuine respect for our own well-being. Good health in our later years isn't built on one big decision. It's the result of countless small choices made every single day. Choosing blueberries over dried fruit. Choosing an apple instead of a sugary dessert. Choosing avocado instead of animal fats. Choosing papaya instead of a digestive aid. And at the same time recognizing that some fruits, even those that seem healthy, like grapefruit, bananas, cherries, or dried fruits, might no longer be ideal for an aging body. Avoiding them isn't about fear. It's about wisdom. It's a quiet acknowledgement that the body is changing, and we're willing to adapt to keep it balanced and steady. Nature has gifted us with an amazing variety of fruits, not just for enjoyment, but for healing, recovery, and nourishment. But the real magic happens only when we make the right choices, the right kinds, the right amounts, at the right times. Don't underestimate the power of seemingly small changes. 1 apple a day, a handful of blueberries with breakfast, a slice of avocado instead of butter, a piece of papaya after lunch. These small steps can create a big impact on the journey toward living well, aging gracefully, and staying in control of your health. Senior wellness isn't about luck anymore. It's about knowledge, self-respect, and mindful choices made with intention. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start with one small thing, one mindful decision, then do it again tomorrow, with patience, with the belief that you deserve a healthy, independent, and dignified older age. And if you found the information in this article helpful, please share it with family, friends, or anyone you know who's focused on health in middle age or beyond. And be sure to follow the next articles, where we'll continue exploring simple, natural, and effective solutions to help you live a fuller, more vibrant life in your golden years.